when they have a problem on IT Word, you do the same thing twice, and then the second one, the problem was solved.
Okay,
Always. Yeah.
Marfus.
Or just
Yeah.
call, the IT guy, and the problem solving magically.
Well, let me put the questions on the chat.
Gente, só um
Well,
instante.
hello,
Eu
people from
vou.
YouTube. Sure.
I'm
Go ahead, my
sorry.
friend. No problem, my friend.
I'll have to leave just a second. I'll be back right in a moment.
Okay, my friend. Well, let me. Yeah. Well, hello, people from YouTube. My name is Ricardo. I'm host for today. I'm not a teacher, exactly. Just a host. My role today is just let the conversation fluently help with the people you choosing a topic and try to let the people practice this idiom. So in this case, the questions on the chat, number one, how do you think your temperament influence your sense of humor? Let me start. Normally, I believe that the environment affect a lot how you do your job, I believe. Because, well, when you have a good environment, what's mean? When the people feel comfortable and they try to relax, the most part of the time, the 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 work, the job is more productive. And we feel one of the things that help a lot, in my opinion, when the people smile, because the message when you smile is comfortable. And I don't know, I believe that is the people used to feel more confident. And this kind of a feeling reflects in how much work you do, and I believe that the people feel more comfortable, and it reflects on the productive, I believe. That's it. And you, Pedro, could you answer this question? Number one, my friend.
Question number one. Wow. I think that when you have good temperature, and even when your day start or things like that, and you act as well, talking normal to people, no distracting no one, and with sense of humor. I think this influence all the environment and how people see you. So in this case, I think mostly when you are in an environment for the first time, I think it's the most important to um, to have a good temperament, no stress or things like that, because things like that make people have bad perception about you. So um, So when someone have a bad temperature or treat someone bad near me, I'm starting to look these people with another eyes. understand? So, well, and I will think to treat these people different too. So, is change my sense of humor with these people. So, um, people temperature or my temperature affects directly how uh, we talk with other or make network or things like that.
Okay, buddy. You, Jefferson.
My temperament makes my sense of humor more relaxed and easygoing. I like to treat or to take things sometimes not too serious, and I try to find humor in almost everyday situations because the reality is too tough for us. So I think my optimism nature helps to laugh at life's challenges and not get bored or stressed about a lot of things. So I'm always looking for the latter side of things to see the influence of my friends, the news, and try to joke around or enjoy humor in everything that I do. I don't like to be tough. It's not the question. Sometimes, even as a professor, I used to talk. Sometimes not so easy to tackle with students. You must be hard, tough with them.
Mhm.
But at the end, you need to put a sense of humor because I think that this is the time to for you to relax. The life is not
Uh-huh.
so tough. Yeah.
Yeah,
So relax.
great. Iago, are you listening? Not yet. Well, Iago have had a problem and don't come back yet. So in this case, move on for the next one. What kind of comment do you enjoy the most and why? Uh, I love comment. So in this case, I like to any kind of, sometimes is a little, I'm not sure how do you say pastelão in English, but yeah, sometimes there is a kind of comment, no sense. I like to, but sometimes it's so no sense. And in my opinion, is a border between the good humor and the no sense. So, for example, I liked to of the Simpsons, the cartoon, and the others. For example, Two and a Half Men, and the others kind of. Sometimes it's based on nonsense, and I like it, but sometimes it's so no sense that for me is not fun. It's not I don't know. I prefer to watch other things. But I don't, for example, the people critique a lot of things on the internet. So, but it's not, in my opinion, it's not the case of this situation. But I try to watch another because it's not cause laughing on me. Angel Pedro, oh,
Well,
slapstick comment. I never
yeah,
listen.
yeah. Uh, until I never listen, but I make research here, and well, a new word to me. So,
Thanks for help.
slapstick comedy. Uh, and I like a lot some sitcoms as comedy TV
Sure,
shows.
I love to.
So um, I already watched Modern Family, How I Met Your Mother, Friends. Friends I like so
I
much,
love
but uh,
I love
uh,
Friends.
I like Friends. I watch, but I watch once. Yeah, okay, but the other ones, um, Modern Family and How I Met Your Mother, I watched a lot of times. I'm finished, but I uh, want to watch um, a lot of times again, but I don't know why. But Friends, I watched once and okay, I don't want to watch some episode again. I don't know why. I like to watch, but when um to see it again, I don't know why, but I don't want. And well, I think this kind of TV shows um is good for us. It's good to me because it's um time that you use to improve English and well um to make laughs because sometimes good conversations have good things. So well, oh, about another one, uh, uh, The Office is
Yeah, it's more
I
nonsense. It's
yeah
more
yeah yeah
nonsense
yeah yeah
than the
yeah
others. It's not exactly a
no
typically sitcom. No? It's a more nonsense
yeah. The
one.
Office is officially the slapstick comedy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Michael Scott is the slapstick.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
uh,
The father
so
of the.
yeah, yeah. So, uh, I like it a lot. This kind of comedy.
Yeah. And you, Mr.
Yeah,
Jefferson. I'm sorry,
yeah.
Pedro, continue.
No. I
Okay.
already finished.
You make
And
a little
you,
pause and I think that you finish. Go ahead, Jefferson, please.
Yeah, in my case, I love stand-up comedy, especially from Goiás. We have Newton Pinto and Tom Carvalho here. It's very interesting about a
Mhm.
lot of jokes about culture, queer, about some situation in Goiás, about the way we talk, like in Minas Gerais. Here in Goiás, it's so different. So the accent, everything is so amazing. I love stand up when I go to Ceará, Bahia, and so on. I'm resting there in my vacation, and I love to see the stand up. This make me feel think about the life, how I can tackle with the difficult things in our life, and in this case, I feel very good. I think you need to have a sense of humor in your life. But I don't like some kind of stand ups with a lot of slangs. I try, but I don't like a lot of slangs, poor words, with a lot of fake news. I saw a stand up with a lot of fake news about purses and so on. I don't like this. With a lot of prejudice about people,
Mhm.
about about cities and so on. And I try to watch stand up comedy in English, but I didn't appreciate it because the reality is it's so different.
Yeah.
I try.
I watch a stand up from Chris Rock and is a punch.
Yeah.
It's different because I believe that on Brazil there is a overreaction sometimes because yeah, it's a joke. So in this case, it's not uh, it's not possible or not possible no, but it's not so recommended to uh, feel this kind of situation so serious. But sometimes, in my opinions, cross the border between sound like no sense in it. And for example, Chris Rock talk about everything in the particular. think about prejudice, but he's a black man, so in this case, a little different. But sometimes, in my opinion, it's not fun. It's not funny. But I like it sometimes, and some talks too. Iago, go ahead, my friend. Do you want to answer the question? We talk about the question number 2. What kind of comedy do you enjoy the most and why?
I think that the kind of comic that I like is the acid comic a little bit. That thing that I don't know if I must be laughing about it. uh, and I think that I like this type of comic because of that. I always thinking about should I laugh or should I not, and that keeps me thinking about something that the people are saying.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I
I
forgot this one. I like it.
yeah. I believe that I would like to create a new question. It's not on the chat, so in this case, do you believe that humor could affect your life? What's mean? The people have good humor. This kind of people are more happy or not? It's just bullshit, in your opinion. Could you talk a little bit, Pedro, about this question? How the
Wow.
power of the smile, how the good humor affect effectively your life, and you think about other people too.
Oh, I think affects the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a micro thing, no a macro. No,
Yeah,
I
could
don't
it
think
be?
that affects a life, but the moment.
Sure.
Sometimes you are sad or tired, you just watch a cartoon, I handsome humor movie, and well, laugh for a moment, and well, things been a little bit better. So well, it's more about the little moments, no
Mm-hmm.
the highest one.
Sure. And you, Iago, do you want to answer this question? How the power of a smile and the good humor affected a person effectively?
I I agree with Pedro because I I think that affects the moment that we're living. Um, Sometimes if you don't feel too good, you can watch something that you like, the comfort movie, not necessarily something that is funny, but
Mm-hmm.
that's something that brings you comfort. He mentioned cartoon. I immediately think about the amazing world of Gumball. That's something that I love. It's very stupid and very funny, and it's something that I always go back when I want to laugh of anything.
Great. Jefferson?
The number 3?
Actually, I create a question. I would like to know, in your opinion, how the good humor, the positive, not positive, but the good humor affected effectively a person. How about you? Think about
Yeah, I think affect a lot my mood,
it. Hmm.
my mood. When I'm in a good mood, I used to laugh about a lot of things, sometimes with silly jokes and so on. I love to be in a good mood. Most of the time, I'm in a good mood because
Hmm.
I appreciated my life. But when I'm in a bad mood, it's hard. It's hard to find things funny and to be more critical of jokes. For example, when you are not feeling good, you have something that's not good for you, and you say, "Oh my gosh, what I must do now? Everything seems bad for you, and how can you have a sense of humor in that case?" So in bad mood, I think it's not so good. But most, as I said, most of the time I try to be in a good mood and to appreciate it, the good things of our life.
Great. Uh, in my opinion, particular nowadays, I believe that the power of the good humor and the sometimes, for example, you don't feel so well. And I believe that's using some tool, watch a comedy video, in the I forgot the name of the little figures. I forgot the name. So I don't know. I forgot in Portuguese, so in this case it's not possible to tell in English, you know. It sounded like a cartoons that the people use it to make the people laugh. I forgot. Memes. Wow, I forgot
Yes.
meme. So every morning a friend used to send me funny things. And yeah, I believe this kind of situation, but certainly, particularly nowadays, the people, I don't know, the guys are a little addicted. So in this case, I believe that's the reason of the short videos make so success and the this kind of reels and the other stuff. So normally short moments. But yeah, the algorithms learn how do you feel about it, and they start to send a lot of messages, and the people stuck hours watching videos or memes and the other stuffs. And suddenly is a kind of situation weird, because happiness is the best moments in your life, but yeah, sadness is making part of our lives. I believe that sometimes you feel sad, particularly when you cross the border the 50 years old. I don't know. I believe it's common. The happiness, the good humor is more connected to the younger people. I don't know what happened, but I believe that when you start to pay bills,
I have a guess. You just
I believe
say it.
that's what you were receiving more responsibilities and you started to pay the first bill, the thing the things became different. Yeah, but sometimes I say when you don't have overreaction, I believe that's the power of these things. Sometimes you just became sad, and it's not exactly a good reason. So it's just a feeling surging in your heart and it became blue. I don't know. And this kind of situations could let your humor better. But yeah, you have to accept sadness is part of our lives and you have to lead with this. Iago, you introduce some things in our conversation?
Just a little bit. If you have a lot of bills to pay, you must to ask for God. Oh my God, how can I pay this bill? And
Yeah,
if the
yeah.
God can answer you, can help you, you must to
Yeah,
ask to your dogs, to your birds, to your cats,
yeah,
and
exactly.
so.
Yeah, we'll talk a little. You wanted to introduce something? Go ahead, my friend.
No, when you were saying about that as we getting older, we starting to feel more sad or thing, and I think that because mostly capitalism, we live in a society that we have to produce all the time,
Yeah,
We have a pressure to be very high productive in
Exactly.
in our jobs, in our education. We always have to pursue something. We always have to be good at something or everything that we propose to do for ourselves, for others. And I think that sometimes we forgot to do things for ourselves, and without this commitment of being good or something. Um, I was listening to a podcast one day, and they were talking about uh, like something. Do you have a hobby that is not doing something for that you think that you can work with? And that's something that I think sometimes, because, for example, I like embroidering, and people that say that I'm good, you should, and say that you should do something with that, and I keep thinking, no, it's my hobby. I don't want to turn into a job. I don't want to turn into an obligation that I have to do something.
Yeah,
And
certainly.
I think that as we're getting older, and if we don't understand how to deal with this pressure, we might be less happier, as you said, for example.
Yeah. Well, let's move on for the questions. I believe the question number 5 is a little similar, but well, how does laughter impact your mood during difficult times? Yeah, sometimes I believe that I listened to a podcast in I'm not sure, but I forgot the name. I believe it's Oliver Wilde. I don't know. I don't remember. The guy was talking about the difference between the tragedy and the humor is the time, because sometimes you feel sick because of you are so sad, and after some period, when you win this challenge, so in this case, in the future, when you can is be able to laugh from the same episode, the same event, you win this challenge, and you feel you can see good humor, laughing on the same episode. For example, I was listen to my family, and my mother and my uncle is Portuguese, and they were talking about a situation, because they were poor people on the Portugal, and the is snowing it was snowing in the he they had to walk in on the snow, and a lot. I don't know, is this situation occurs a lot of time ago, and nowadays they were laughing about some circumstances. So in this case, for example, if you feel nowadays the same episode, the same event, you don't feel well, but after a lot of time, the same episode became, you laugh. And that's one of the problems, in my opinion, when they cause a lot of how to say, discussion about it. Oh, this kind of humor is not good because is have feel bad, or some things. Depends on the situation, depends on the people. For example, if you talk about the same episode for my family, they make a laugh, and the other people not. So that's it. And you, Jefferson?
Laughter is like medicine for me. especially during tough times.
Yeah.
I try to see the reality, to light it with good humor, and make me feel everything be okay. Even, as I said, even when things are not going great. But in Brazil, it's very common to tend to laugh even in the faces of difficulties. Sometimes I'm talk with my friends and so on, a lot of because I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do that. Searching responsibility all the time. And I used to say, oh my gosh, I need to laugh about this. You must tackle the reality, but sometimes it's not so easy. So I think this is part of our culture and the way, what can you do about this? To laugh. The best way is to laugh sometimes about some situation. But you need to take care. You need to take care. If you left, if you put humor about some situation with some friends, especially that you don't know, you you may be in trouble. Sometimes may be a kind of prejudice. So you need to take care about this kind of situation. That's it.
And you, Pedro?
Oh, ah, I think, fact, the question 5, yeah,
Number 5, my friends.
number 5, yeah.
How does
Uh,
laughter impact your mood during difficult times?
yeah, no, I think, uh, impact a lot because, uh, it's about the little things, like I said, because, I think, a lot of little things, make, a big one. So, when you're you're in the day that have, a lot of bad things and, sometimes make you feel more bad or act, um, not like you want to act with some people or things like that. And when you start to, think, uh, this way to make, uh, some ways to make you laugh, to, um, make you a little bit better, and can turn the situation. So, well, hmm, I have some samples for, um, and I think, everyone have bad days, and but for me, sometimes when I have, a bad day, unfortunately, I have a lot of contact with people, and I need to, um, treat better, even when I'm bad. So I always try to think in a good way, some things to, be a good people to, I think it's good to the environment, to the people, and for me too, because, when I treat, my kids, when I treat someone, uh, better, um, it affect my sense of humor in a short time into the day. So, there are a lot of impacts here. So,
Sure.
and you, yeah, you
Sure.
already said.
Perfect, my friend. You, Iago.
For me, impacts a lot my mood because in the same proportion that I can be very annoyed easily, I can laugh for anything that any stupidity that you said to me that I see on internet. Um, and sometimes I might laugh in inappropriate times.
Yeah,
That's something
exactly.
that
Sometimes
my
happen.
my husband always says that I have o riso frouxo, as we say
Yeah.
here. And for me, I sometimes I have this oscillation that I'm feeling I had a very bad day, but I see something very stupid and I forgot everything that happens that day.
Sometimes in a wake, velório, né? So it's not so proper, but sometimes happen. So it's some situations occurs. Né? Uh, well, I don't know if you have enough time, but you could. Let me choose the question number 9. How do you think a cultural difference influences the perception of humor? Yeah, certainly influence a lot, in my opinion. For example, for example, I have friends in a company. For example, I have a lot of workmates in my company, and I notice, for example, Brazilians is more common that people make jokes and have good humor. And for example, Oriental people, it's not exactly a case of, oh, this kind of person don't have good humor, but it's different. Né? Normally, it's more common that people are shy and yeah, sometimes make jokes depend on the person, but it's more common. Né? People from these places, I don't know, uh, lead the life more serious, I believe, I don't know, is a typical movement, typical behavior. It's not certainly there are different people in this place. So in this case, I certainly there are people similar to Brazilian, but I don't know. I in our country, the most part of the country affect, I don't know, because of the sun, I don't know, is part of our culture, I believe. Enjoy, Iago.
Yes, I think the humor can change from country to country. Sometimes we can see something from other country and we might don't understand that well why people are laughing at that situation of something because I don't know we not part of the culture, we don't have the reference, and I think that we always have this difference because and I agree with you when you said that we Brazilians we laugh of anything. Anything can become a joke in Brazil. Even serious stuff can become a joke because I don't know. It seems like we are so chronically online too that we always have this serious situation happening, and immediately Brazilians are doing memes of something, even
Yeah.
if it's serious. And people from outside can see that and might not understand, but we can understand that. And I think that that's something that always happens. This cultural difference
Sure.
and the perception of humor can change from place to place. Something that we say in Ceará might not be very understandable in São Paulo, for example.
Exato. Enjoy, Pedro.
Uh, well, I think in the case of sitcoms, uh, when you when we watch a sitcom, a cartoon in Portuguese or in English, I think this is a good sample because the context changes. So when you watch a sitcom like The Office, How I Met Your Mother in English, and sometimes have some jokes you don't understand, and have to make a research. And when you make the research, you understand and laugh, and it's good. I think it's good because it's repertory is a good thing to learn new things. But when we change to Portuguese and
Yeah.
double in Portuguese way, change the context, and sometimes no have funny,
Sure.
so no have fun. So these things, culture is very real. Even
Different.
when we watch movies, TV shows, and things like that.
Sure. Well, let's say goodbye from people from YouTube. Bye bye. Have a nice